We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Gun. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Jam.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Look, squeeze.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Down. 70. Indy. I got him. We got double tight.
Here's Lawrence. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. To start their next drive. And last time, decent field.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So, Charles, this quarter's how he did. He was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're good.
He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ricky. Watch the safety creep. Got it. Look for signals.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off now. Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Tuck. Watch my board. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Right there. 50.
They go play action with Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. Come on. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Check tight. Check tight. Ready.
Lawrence will throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Skirts by him at the 35. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check the outs, check the outs.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here we go.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On the set.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Back.
SOS.
Look at me. Door.
SOS. Kill.
Go. One more time with ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 24 is the mic.
Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Alert 3.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
I got you, punk.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's on Billy Turner, right tackle.
Flag 90. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Lawrence. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From midfield now, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Single, 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 single.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Agnew now to return. Gets around him. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
We got heavy, heavy. Everybody scoot up, heavy, heavy. Smooth. Slam, slam, slam.
From the 36, Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And returning it, here's Hamler. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the move to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Shaquille Griffin, former Seahawk, up to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man complete, it's Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Open man is Kirk, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On play action, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get him, boy! Get him, boys!
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll buy some time right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Broncos, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.